In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to add the Allen & Heath AHM16 or AHM32 into a workflow with the VoiceTRX100. First, go to the mic pool of the VoiceTRX100 and click on Add Manually. Select the microphone as generic TCP input. Give the microphone a friendly name. And the port is going to be 9000. Now, this is all we need to do on the end for the VoiceTRX100 for now. We can go over to the AHM16 or AHM32 and shake hands with it, and we're actually going to add the VoiceTRX IP address. So to get started with that, open up the AHM System Manager and connect to your unit. The username is admin by default, and the password is nothing, so you can just hit OK. Now, we've already configured our AHM here, but I'll walk you through on exactly how we did it. So to add a microphone, we're going to go to Controllers, and we see Level Sensing. And here we have 1, 2, and 3. So the way we set up input 1 is we will set the function to IP control. The input is input 1 for the routing. We have the threshold here. Now, this is very important because it'll decide when the microphone will be considered turned on and the microphone will be considered turned off. On means that a camera preset will be activated and the VoiceTRX will cut to that camera, and off means that it'll cut away from that camera. It'll consider that the microphone is inactive. So we have it set to -30 decibels for being inactive and -17 decibels for being active. Next, we go over and we have our position here set to IP post PEQ. And then we're going to change our control string. So here we can go over to string, and we want to make sure we have the command for mic on. The mode is in TCP mode. And then here's the IP address. So the VoiceTRX100 is looking for the AHM16 or AHM32 with a TCP generic code of 9000. And then the AHM16 or AHM32 will in turn look for the VoiceTRX100 with this IP address all in the same network. So we type in the VoiceTRX100 IP address, make sure the port is set to 9000 and hit OK. Now we can click on the off tab. And we're going to rinse and repeat what we just did, with the exception of now we have mic 1 off. The mode is TCP. IP address is of the VoiceTRX100. The port is 9000 and hit OK. Then go to your second port here and go to on. Make sure everything matches up just as you did prior. Change the input to input 2 on the routing, so it knows that it is input 2 acting as input 2, or however you want to set it if you're doing some cross points. And then change the control string, mic on, make sure everything's okay. Change the control string for mic off. IP address, TCP, port 9000, and you can repeat this for how many active microphones that you have. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go over how to set up a GPIO based trigger. So we have 1 and 2 here. So we're going to change the function will be IP control for press and release. Change control string. We're going to make sure that the VoiceTRX IP address has been added. And we're going to have, instead of GPI1 on, we're actually going to have it as mic 4 on, or whichever microphone you want to configure. The VoiceTRX100 does not know what a GPI port is or recognize a sensor trigger, but it can be told that this is an active microphone, so have a camera and a switching command occur. This is a microphone for the VoiceTRX100. And just like we did for the level sensing, where our IP address is going to be the VoiceTRX100, port 9000, and hit OK. And then for release, we're going to change the control string here, and we're going to have off. So this way, a speaker steps on the mat, the microphone is considered on until they step off, in which case it will be considered off. Let's get that VoiceTRX100 IP address. Set the port to 9000, just like before, and hit OK. And just double check everything. And then we can also set one up for 2, and you can just rinse and repeat the same thing for, let's say, that'll be microphone 5. So next, we're going to briefly go over how to send audio to the Datavideo switcher that you're using through one of the direct outs. So the first thing we need to do is create a zone. So let's just have zone 10. And zone 10 will have inputs 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will output the audio from input 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's ready to go. And then under assign, for the IP direct outs, we assign zone 10 the output on our direct outputs on the back of the AHM16 or AHM32. And there's a few different ways to do it, but this is one way to get the audio from the AHM16 or AHM32 to your Datavideo switcher using a Phoenix cable to XLR. Here we have more for our cross points. And that's it. Next, we go over how to set camera presets and create actions for the VoiceTRX100.